BEB is a non-profit organization that helps government authorities secure a better future for vulnerable children. In regions with large orphan populations, the adoption process is often complex and lengthy. Many institutions still rely on paper-based systems that are inadequate and prone to error. To solve this problem, BEB used OutSystems to build the Children First software, a solution that equips governments to match children with the right family, following the principles of the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child.
Most children growing up in institutional care don't have an identity. They don't have birth records, they don't have medical records, they don't have schooling. And so the first thing we did was create this digital identity. It gave rights to a child that was anonymous prior to that. And that's our first step with our software. And then we partner with foreign governments. And in that partnership, we then work through our second module, which is getting that child on a plan to a family. Now, in some cases, usually you can get that child reunified with their birthright parents. There's all kinds of reasons why children are in institutional care. But if you can't, you work your way down the path of extended family and then adoption. And we take the data from the parents and we take the plan that the government sort of sanctioned and then the identity from the child and make a match. And we make have a likelihood of making a much more successful match in that regard. And then from there, a placement's made and then we monitor the placement. So that's kind of the lineage of our software. It's very modular. Countries will work their way through the modules one at a time and sort of become familiar with the process and how it works.
During COVID, there was a family that was split during lockdown because of lack of financial support at home. So what happened is that the children disappeared in different places. So it was a family of 3 children. So during the period we were doing data entry and record keeping, that is after COVID, we realized that we entered a bit of information that was similar for all these children. And somehow the system was able to detect that these 3 children apparently share the same parents. So what happened is the ministry, the government was able to run a quick search and see where the other 2 children are and the other one, and then investigations were done to make sure that these children are apparently placed back into their family. And we are happy that the 3 children are finally into their respective families because of CFAs. Otherwise, it would have been very hard. This family could have reported that they lost all their children, but thanks to good technology, these children are now living together as a family. And that's our goal, placing every child into a loving family.